Hi, Big Tractor Power fans. I'm out in a western Illinois field with a John Deere 9100 four-wheel drive tractor and Salford 570 RTS Vertical Tillage Tool. We're going to spend time with these big machines as they work on spring tillage ahead of planting. We'll also climb up in the cab of the John Deere four-wheel drive tractor to see the operator's perspective of running the Salford Independent Series tillage implement that uses Coil-Tech coulters. We'll also take a look at the specifications of this machinery, but first let's head out to the field so that you can see and hear this John Deere 9100 and Salford RTS working up the soil. I'm up in the cab of the John Deere 9100. We can see the operator station here with the shifts and the levers, throttle. This tractor is pulling the Salford, working up ground. Running at just over 6.5 miles per hour with the Salford. Let's take a brief look at the specifications of this tractor and tillage implement. The John Deere 9100 was part of the new 9000 series of four-wheel drive tractors introduced by John Deere in the fall of 1996. Full production of the 9000 four-wheel drives began in the company's tractor factory in Waterloo, Iowa in 1997, and the series continued in production through 2001. This series of articulated four-wheel drive tractors ranged from 260 to 425 horsepower. The 9100 was the entry-level model in the range of four-wheel drives. It was powered by a 496 cubic inch 8.1 liter John Deere engine rated at 260 horsepower. It features a John Deere synchro transmission with 12 forward and 3 reverse speeds. It has a 270 gallon diesel fuel tank and weighs in at 28,380 pounds. The John Deere 9000 series of four-wheel drive tractors offered two different frame sizes, the 260 horsepower 9100 and the 310 horsepower 9200 with a 10.5 liter 643 cubic inch John Deere engine were known as the row crop models, which featured a 158 inch width. The larger frame 360 horsepower 9300 and 425 horsepower 9400 were built primarily for heavy-duty tillage. These tractors featured a 765 cubic inch 12.5 liter John Deere engine. The big 9400 weighed in 9,000 more pounds than the 9100 at 37,410 pounds and could be field weighted up to just over 41,000 pounds. The 9400 was also 14 inches wider than the 158-inch 9100 with the width of 172 inches on that big four-wheel drive. For a visual comparison between the narrow row crop hood and the larger tillage-sized hood 9000 series tractors, we can jump over from the 158-inch wide, 260 horsepower entry-level 9100 to take a quick look at the top end 425 horsepower, 172-inch wide 9400 working in western New York State with a K-line speed tiller. This John Deere 9100 four-wheel drive tractor is pulling a 27-foot wide Salford 570 RTS Independent Series Vertical Tillage Tool. The company has been building a variety of tillage implements since 1978, and the RTS Independent Series vertical tillage implements have been on the market for a decade. Salford has been a leader in minimum tillage technology. The RTS series is built for double duty, performing primary tillage in the fall and seedbed preparation in the spring. The RTS Independent Series from Salford is designed to chop residue, prepare a superior seedbed, and help release excess moisture in the ground to help rapidly warm the seedbed for optimal crop planting and yields during the fall harvest. These machines are available in widths from 12 to 60 feet with horsepower requirements from 70 to 550. The RTS is known as the Independent Series because each Coiltech coulter is mounted independently. The setup is very much like a field cultivator with individual shanks spaced out across the machine. These coulters work independently of each other. When they hit an obstruction, only one coulter goes out of the ground while the others continue to work up the soil. With a typical disc or vertical tillage tool that uses an axle to connect all of the blades, when one blade hits an obstruction, multiples are lifted out of the ground and do not have soil contact until the obstruction is cleared. The independent blades also have a high clearance 5-bar frame with an offset blade spacing that allows for exceptional residue that is resistant to plugging. The coulter system is simple and inexpensive to maintain. Vibration is also created by the blade mounting system and creates a jackhammer effect, fracturing the soil beyond the normal operating depth, helping to improve the soil's moisture and air storage capacity. This implement can run from 0 to 4 inches deep. The state of Illinois, where this farm is located, has had an excessive amount of rainfall for several months. Fall tillage last year was completely impossible, and spring planting has been delayed by weeks and weeks. Every day that a seed is not in the ground means that the yield potential for that crop is greatly reduced during fall harvest. The weather pattern in this region of the United States has been particularly frustrating this spring because every time the fields were nearly dry enough to begin working up, another rain shower would come through, soaking the soil, making it impossible to plant. This is the type of condition where the Salford Independent Series can really shine. The independently mounted coulters are able to work in the ground even when it's a little too wet for a disc to work. A traditional disc with its gangs will create large chunks of earth and gum up when they're trying to work in tacky soil. The Independent Series is able to work in that wetter ground, fracture the soil, loosen the seedbed, break up any soil crusting while evaporating excessive soil moisture and increasing the rate of soil to seed contact and allowing it to warm up faster. The farm is using their Salford 570 RTS early in the morning to begin airing out the soil so that they can be planting the new crop by that evening and staying ahead of that next rain shower in the forecast that can spoil the planting opportunity. When the 570 RTS has completed the tillage operation and it's time to move on to the next field, this machine quickly folds up to a narrow 15 feet 8 inches. I hope that you've enjoyed spending time with this Western Illinois Farms John Deere 9100 four-wheel drive tractor and Salford 570 RTS Vertical Tillage Tool. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, consider subscribing to Big Tractor Power YouTube, where there are over 1,000 videos of farm machines in action. If you have any questions or thoughts about this video, please leave them in the comment section below, as I try to respond to every post that is made. If you would like to get a preview of what is coming up next on Big Tractor Power YouTube, make sure to check out Big Tractor Power Instagram, where I share pictures and short video clips of what is currently being filmed in the field. As always, thank you for watching.